Michio taught that subconsciously we may be thinking that our life is ephemeral. It means that it continues on and someday we may die. In another part of our consciousness, I feel that life is eternal, and I know somewhere in me that it continues after death. The more I eat cleanly, let's say macrobiotically, the more I know this, the clearer it is to me that there's more to this life than this physical self. When my body synchronizes with the spiritual world and I understand that life is endless, then I understand that the aim of holistic, we could say, or macrobiotic living is to accelerate the growth of consciousness towards universal, all-embracing love. As the Beatles said, love is all there is. When I die, my next life then will be easier and happier. I have a good foundation from my previous life, and if I develop enough, I can go to higher levels and choose, if I want to come back to this earth. As I continue on my spiritual journey, my playground becomes larger and larger, embracing the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, the universe, and ultimately far beyond the visible, detectable universe. Through macrobiotic living, I can define and develop a true spiritual nature. This is what it's all about. As my sensitivity grows, my memory of these invisible worlds starts to become clearer, and I begin to understand them in a practical way, not a mystical way, or not only, also in an actual practical way. It's easier, Michio teaches, to recall our origin in the spiritual world than it is to remember past lives on earth. Why is this? We usually can't remember our life in the womb before our birth because at that stage of life, change is so rapid, kind of like children. When they're growing up, they grow so quickly that they live mostly in the present. It's usually difficult for a child to remember the events of the week before. It's difficult for me too. If we go further back, you and I, can penetrate the core of this universe, the world of vibrations, or we could say of waves, when things don't change form as rapidly as they do in this material world. In higher worlds, things become more constant, and we can recall these invisible worlds, even though we're living in the physical world, where change is, in fact, dynamic and rapid, as we know. How we eat in this life has a profound influence on our life in the next world. If we can develop genuine love for others in this lifetime, when we are next reborn into the coming world, we enter the higher and more refined realms there. When we go on to the next level of spiritual world, the kind of life we experience in those dimensions depends on this previous development. So each world is a preparation for the next. His advice then is to practice non-attachment. Our dream is bigger than our individual life. Minds can join in dream vibration and create something bigger than us. And finally, to say that the Messiah is always here. The Messiah is knowledge of eternal life. It gives me goosebumps. We need to awaken to see it. We don't need to. We can awaken to see it and to be able to show it to others. Belief is not enough. Practice is needed to practically save ourselves and our families, who are the most difficult to heal, especially our spouse. On an emotional consciousness level, we easily get swayed and relent. So enjoy and play happily in yin and yang from the broadest point of view, the point of view of God. This was taken from Michio Kushi's book called Holistic Health Through Macrobiotics, one of my favorite books. So I invite you to join us at this April 2nd forum. May 5th is the next one after that. April 2nd forum, 2 p.m. Israel time. I hope to see you there, and thank you.